Ted Balaker with Reason.tv at the Slamdance Film Festival in Park City, Utah.
What brought you to Park City?
Park City, I had been here in 2003 with my film, and I came back to support Slamdance and to see films here and at Sundance. The Kidnapping of Ingrid Bentancourt is a film that I made with my co-producer Victoria Bruce in 2002. We were going to film the presidential campaign of Ingrid Bentancourt in Colombia as she was running for president in 2002. Initially that was our plan. And then what happened was she was kidnapped by the FARC guerrillas in Colombia. They're the leftist guerrillas. Soon into her campaign, and it was in February 2002, and at that point we decided to follow her family and her campaign as they ran it in her absence. And so we did make the film, and it was on HBO, Cinemax, and then that was in 2004 that HBO broadcast it, and we worked with them. And then this summer, when Ingrid Bentancourt and other hostages were released, it was in July 2008 when they were released. It was broadcast on CNN Presents, and now HBO will have it for this year as well. In Colombia, there are, in addition to, there's the government, and then there's the leftist guerrillas who are the FARC guerrillas. They've been around since the 60s, and they live in there's a lot of them in the areas of the jungle areas of Colombia, in the southern Colombia. And then there's also the paramilitaries, or the autodefensas. And then there's another guerrilla group called the ELN. And those are the main players. There's also gangs and other assorted people, but those are the main players. I think that in Colombia, from what I've seen, let's take, for example, Bogota, Colombia, which is the capital of Colombia. I think that people there that I have encountered, most people either know people involved in the drug business in one way or the other. There's the range of people. There's the U.S. contractors working down in Colombia who are working on the war on drugs. There are Colombian military who are also the troops on the ground, or going in, exploding the drug labs, searching for drug labs, as are the U.S. contractors searching for drug labs. But then there's also many people in the rural areas, I think, are more touched by it. If they're in a coca growing area, they're touched by it. It's become drugs has become a thing that has fueled a lot of Colombian economy, I believe. Over the years when Pablo Escobar was really big, the cartels, it was a huge problem, and now it's switched to the other groups, like the guerrillas, the paramilitaries, who are involved in the drug trade. And it's the money that's pouring in there that I think keeps the conflict going. I think the drugs being legalized, let's say if cocaine were ever legalized, it would have a huge impact on things, because right now what's happening is the U.S. government is giving billions of dollars to Colombia to fight the war on drugs, which actually has now become as well fighting the war on terror. But what's happening is so much money is spent on fumigation, on searching for drug labs, on getting rid of the drug labs. Populations are being affected all throughout Colombia. The coca pickers are often very poor campesinos who are making their livelihood from this. They pick the cocaine leaves. And I think it would have a huge impact on the economy, because people who are doing that wouldn't be performing they wouldn't be growing an illegal crop, let's say. And while it's often hard in many of the areas that are very remote to grow other crops, this is a crop that's very easy to grow. It grows very easily. There's people who will come up and come to you and pick up the cocaine base. So there's a lot of advantages for people to grow it, actually. And the consumption of it in the U.S. and Europe, around the world, that's the demand that's driving it as well.